nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Yeah, it's time. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Cars on Mars, and I'm introducing one of my all-time favorite video games right here. In fact, one of the first few video games I started with, actually. Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation 1. Now, we're going to be playing right here on my replay file. Which, as you know, I only did like one playthrough on this emulator, so what the hell, why not? So yeah. Metal Gear Solid, it's a game. Nothing else to be said besides boo Konami, right? It's got a phenomenal soundtrack and some of the most recognizable voice actors. So I'm sure you got the whole plot synopsis you saw right there from the beginning of the video. And if not, and if you decide, like, to skip past it and whatnot, I'll give you a brief summary if you weren't paying attention.
Stay alert.
Oh.
Be through here. I know it.
It's rude to interrupt,
I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
So yeah, there's terrorists on a nuclear weapons disposal facility. And they supposedly have nukes and some hostages. Let's go take them down. So, we, Solid Snake, are gonna take them down. That's basically what we do. I'll try and be quiet for most cutscenes, though, so you can get immersed into the game. Codex, though, I'll talk through no matter what.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need
to contact me by codec.
The frequency
I memorized most of the frequencies in the game,
When you want to use the codec, push
so
the
they shouldn't be
select
too hard to
button.
memorize.
When we need to
I mean,
contact
actually
you,
remember.
the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codex
Yeah, that's how it
receiver
works.
directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Now to show that this is my replay file besides the different colored save icon, we have this right here. This is the infinite ammo bandana. It gives you infinite ammo. Oh yeah, and I also got a camera. Alright. Also, tips and tricks for those who haven't played the game. Go down here and get your ration. It's your health item for the game. Also, you're wondering, how can Snake run on at the bottom of the water right here? Wouldn't you like to know? And, it's another ration right there, but you don't need that one. So yeah, you can move around with the D-pad or the joystick if you have analog controls, since those did get patched in later. To crouch, you press the X button, and you move forward. But remember, this is a stealth game. So, really don't get caught. Because the enemies here are armed to the teeth. And where this isn't like the other Metal Gear games, because this is when they were just getting their footing. So you have to worry about keeping in mind of your how loud your footsteps are and all that fancy schmancy stuff, really. Alright, I need to get to my spot. So you have to wait for the elevator to come up. That's just the Colonel saying, hey, you gotta wait for the elevator. See?
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down.
Yeah. So yeah, you just gotta hide. I like hiding right here. Because it's right there next to the elevator. And plus it's easy to like determine the guards patrols and such and whatnot. So yeah, this is a pretty important PS1 game right here. It's got a pretty convoluted plot, but if you know your way around it and are a smart man, you gotta have a pretty IQ to understand the plot of Metal Gear Solid. No joke, by the way. It's pretty easy to get into. Alright. Oh, here we go. Now, be on the lookout. There's always going to be a Genome Soldier on the elevator coming up, so just be on the lookout. Also, you press the triangle button, you can go into first-person view mode. Wait for this guy to move. And then, alright, that's the dock completed. We'll never have to go back down there ever again. And this is Solid Snake. I sort of regret not doing this on my third playthrough, because on the third playthrough, on each, third playthrough of the game, you get to wear the tuxedo. And the tuxedo is pretty fun. Plus, there's just so many jokes you can make with the tuxedo. But yes, let us get into Metal Gear Solid proper this time. Because the last time I made a Metal Gear video was about the torture sequence, which I'm going to completely skip. And in terms of the special items, I'll probably use the bandana if I feel like I'm really going to be in danger. Like, I know what I'm doing, so that should be fine.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An
Popsicles.
anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh?
Yep, 3 out of
By
5
the way,
lab rats
how's the
survived.
mercenary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
High D. I memorized most of these lines. Like, some of them stick.
Behind D.
Like that, for example.
Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
Yeah, what's that doing here?
Idea. But it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Gee, that looks like it's gonna be a very exciting boss fight. Yeah, right.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Damn, that was a good impersonation, Colonel.
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing.
I feel like the
I
act
just
is a
didn't
bit
expect
forced.
world-class designer of
But,
military technology
it's alright.
to be so-
It keeps everyone, like, you know, it makes everyone
You're just flattering me.
different.
No, I'm serious.
Like, it's easy to tell
Well, I
everyone
know I'll
apart.
be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system.
Alright, now we can explain the Soliton radar, which the game will happily
The
do
bright
for
dot
me.
in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you. He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Spoiler, he's alive. Somewhat.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice. I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to
Well,
smuggle out
that
my
comment about the
smokes.
weapons,
How
like,
did you do
all my
that?
weapons are taken
In
away
my
from me.
stomach.
In
Thanks to
the
sharp
special
gaze,
edition for
suppressed
this
my
game that was
stomach
released
acid.
in Japan only for some
Cigarette.
reason,
How are those going to
on
help?
very easy mode,
You never
you will be
know.
equipped with an infinite ammo, silenced submachine gun. It's very powerful.
If you want to
But
get
then
in,
again, you are getting
there's
on
the
easy
front
mode.
door.
I
It's the
barely use
fastest
binoculars
way,
anyways.
But there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in.
Be funny if you could, though.
There's one sentry on the left, and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
Pineapple's is slang for grenade. And now there's 2 ways to enter the base here.
What about the air duct near the door?
The men's entrance.
There should also be a duct on the 2nd floor.
And that one's the woman's entrance, which I'm going to be using because, come on, that
Can't see it from
that
here.
first floor entrance is like it has a sleeping guard in front of it and a surveillance camera. I don't think so,
I'll
pal.
let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
So yeah, we need to enter the disposal base, but first we gotta do some cleanup right here. Get some stuff. Watch out for the searchlights. Now in the remake for this game, the Twin Snakes, you can shoot out the spotlights with your gun when you get it. Though, be careful with your guns, because some of them are super noisy. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, get it. Oh, thank God they're oh, thank God they're retarded. Yeah, despite being like, having being the next generation special forces and like super cool and whatnot, Genome soldiers are kind of rock stupid. Well, they're kind of rock stupid in the beginning of the game. I mean, later on they can hear an ant fart in Africa. But these Genome soldiers will see certain things in the environment, like your footprints in the snow, for example. Like, they see it, they go like, huh? Whose footprints are these? Hey, what's that all about, huh? What the heck's up with these footprints in the snow, huh? Uh-oh, that guy's coming this way. Oh, I can show up the footprint thing already.
Huh? Whose footprints are these?
Be kind of funny if you get to follow his own footprints, but only a man can dream, Also, climb to this truck right here to get your SOCOM pistol. It's a gun.
Surveillance camera?
Yeah. Okay. This is the totally wrong way to do this. We're already going off to a great start. Climb into the vent. Be careful though, if you are out of the reach, they will start throwing grenades at you, so watch out. And those things hurt at this point in the game. Because I'm sure, as you can now tell, you kind of start off like with an inch of health. Oh boy.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller.
It's Kaz.
Time.
Kaz,
What
it's
are you
you.
doing here?
I quit
Creator of Kazuhira
so I
Burgers.
moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Yeah.
I know lots about
Campbell's
survival,
advice is,
how
not Campbell, Miller's advice is kind of,
If you have
iffy.
any questions about the flora or fauna out here, my frequency is 141.80.
Like, I'll give you an idea of what Miller's codec calls are gonna be like this, for example.
Snake, you've got to think. Your mind is your most dangerous weapon. If things are getting too complicated, try to simplify your thoughts. You can also try calling Campbell for advice.
Yeah, he basically just gives you general advice. If you're stuck, call Campbell and give you a small hint of what to do. That was kind of like his role in an earlier game, Metal Gear 2: Solid Snake. Because contrary to popular belief, this isn't the first Metal Gear game. There was 2 of them that were Japan only, that told the story of Snake in his early days of Foxhound, and with the defeat of his mentor, Big Boss, who's actually his father. But that's a story for another time. For now, we have cutscene.
I moved the DARPA chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
We are the rats celebrating yet another birthday bash.
Ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Yeah, woman in the cell.
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. See, he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
The security details jack and shit on the chief.